Hi everybody. Say hi to each other.
Hi.
Yep, it's one of those videos. So I found my way back to this god-awful site Facebook, but this time moved past all the furries on my feed and found this group. I think you get the idea, but they are all anti-5G, the cell phone stuff. There's a lot of interesting content here to say the least, but this one particular post stood out, and also this one. But I really don't want to read it, so back to the other one, which would be this, which I was greeted with almost as soon as I joined. So I gathered a few friends and decided to join in. Which brings us back to John.
Hi everybody.
This is John, if you haven't guessed already. He happens to own a fiber company. Coincidence that he hates 5G? I'm not sure.
It's laughable to think that 5G can replace fiber optics.
Small comments.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Everybody.
Hey.
Hello. Hey.
All right, and here we go.
I don't think anyone wants to watch the full hour of what happened, but to sum it up, it went pretty well, except, when I accidentally spilt water all over myself.
And market it as 5G.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
But that doesn't necessarily mean when you start sharing
I'm in.
that bandwidth with the other.
Wait, can you hold up a sec? I spilt water all over myself. Thank you.
Okay.
But moving past that, we were able to ask some solid questions and learn a lot. Is that a cat behind you?
Probably. Yeah, that's Charlie. He's 19.
I like your cat.
He's cool.
19?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Ethan also managed to ask something.
Raising your hand.
Yeah, actually, is it worth it to switch to 4G to 5G? Because I'm on the fence about this one.
That's
Yeah,
the whole
so-
argument. You just ignore the whole argument.
I don't think it is right now.
You don't think it's worth it?
Just kidding, he managed to ask too.
So, would I be, like, if I'm just, enjoying a nice monster donut over at Rocket Donuts, that place?
Yeah, I know where it is.
It's one of my favorites, and honestly, I like that place, but will I be safe there, do you think? Will I be in the range of the waves of the 5G waves?
Well, you're going to 5G waves are absorbed by and bounce off of a lot of things. If you have a 5G phone, it targets them.
Okay.
You will definitely get bombarded by 4G waves. So whatever your comfort level is with that, yeah.
Ethan wasn't done yet though. He decided that our other friend Toad should no longer take part in the meeting.
So, there's a person in here named Michael, and they keep harassing me, and they're just texting me weird things. I was wondering if you could boot them.
Sure. What's
2,000 years later.
Okay, thank you.
That concluded the meeting, but I wasn't quite satisfied yet, so I decided to do a little more research on John and found his documentary from the Facebook post. So I figured we should take a second and enjoy it ourselves. So the main stars of the show is John and the man Atul. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but let's move on from John and on to this dude who gives his own solution to the 5G problem.
What people can do is to recognize that every year is an election year. So there's always city council members, county council members, local politicians running for office.
Nothing suspicious, right? Until I found this article praising Atul for commissioner. Weird he wants your vote, and to top it off, the article happens to be written by the one and only John. So I might see a connection here. I mean, stay with me here. It might be a bit of a stretch, but I have a conspiracy of my own. What if John went to Atul with the idea that if he preaches anti-5G, he'll have a better chance to get elected? He then, of course, agrees, but John, on the other hand, proceeds to fearmonger the people since 5G might be putting him out of his fiber business. So if everyone gets on board with this no 5G, it's a win-win for both of them, thus creating this documentary and the Facebook page.
I used to know, but now that shit don't feel right.